What an absolute stunner we have today, Cowboys Nation. This is not just another rumor, not just off-season chatter, not some maybe this will happen someday type of situation. Like, this is real, this is happening, and it's happening now. The Dallas Cowboys have officially signed none other than five-time Pro Bowl cornerback Stephon Gilmore. Yes, you heard that right. The same Gilmore who once shut down entire halves of the field by himself. The same Gilmore who was crowned the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. The same Stephon Gilmore who still, even in his early 30s, commands respect from every single receiver who lines up across from him. This move is as bold as it is strategic, and for Jerry Jones to step in and confirm it himself just adds that stamp of authority that lets us know this is no fluke. It's a serious investment into the Cowboys' present and future. I mean, think about it. In recent years, the Cowboys' defense has been elite in moments, but inconsistent over a season. We've had flashes of brilliance from Trevon Diggs, whose ball-hawking skills are some of the best in the league, and Darren Bland, who turned heads with his instincts and ability to read plays before they developed. But injuries have plagued the secondary. Micah Diggs went down last season with a torn ACL. Bland had to shoulder an overwhelming load, and the depth was stretched far too thin. Now, by adding Gilmore back into this defense, the Cowboys are doing more than just adding a name. They're injecting experience, leadership, IQ, and stability. Let's not forget, Gilmore is not just some washed up vet bouncing from team to team. In his most recent full season, he was still playing at a high level, racking up tackles, locking down big name receivers, and providing a level of consistency that younger corners struggled to deliver. He's not the 25-year-old speed demon he once was, but what he may lack in raw burst, he more than makes up for in football intelligence, positioning, and reading offenses like an open book. He knows when to press, when to drop back, when to bait a quarterback into a throw he shouldn't make. That kind of player doesn't just help you win games like Giskowski Hawk. He helps you develop your entire unit. He becomes a field general for the secondary. Now just imagine Trevon Diggs on one side, Stephon Gilmore on the other, and Darren Bland sliding into nickel or slot duties where he can use his quick twitch and nose for the football in short spaces. That's dangerous. That's not just, solid. That's elite level secondary potential. And then you look at the Cowboys defensive front. With Micah Parsons creating pressure and DeMarcus Lawrence still a threat off the edge. Quarterbacks are going to have to get the ball out quick. But now, with Gilmore added to the back end, those quick throws become risky. You're talking about shrinking windows, taking away the primary reads, forcing young QBs into bad decisions, and giving the pass rush even more time to get home. It all works together. Gilmore, with his understanding of route concepts and timing, is going to give the Cowboys flexibility they haven't had since the early 2000s. The defense can disguise more. They can roll safeties late, play more press coverage without fearing the deep ball as much. And don't even get me started on what this means for third downs. Gilmore has always been a clutch player, someone who locks in when it matters most, who doesn't panic under pressure, and who you can trust on critical downs, whether it's third and long or red zone trips. The ripple effects go even further. Having a player like Gilmore in the locker room sets a tone. He's been there, he's done it, he's seen it all, and for the younger guys like Nahshon Wright, Israel Mukwamu, and even for Diggs and Bland, who are still relatively early in their careers, having a voice like Gilmore's during film study and on the practice field, that's gold. You can't teach that kind of experience. He's played in Super Bowls. He's gone toe-to-toe with elite receivers like DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, and came out on top. Yeah, now he brings that championship mindset to Dallas, something that can't be overstated for a team that's hungry to finally break through and make a deep playoff run. And let's also acknowledge the emotional lift this provides to Cowboys fans. We've been through the cycle, hot starts, late season fades, wild card heartbreaks. Every offseason there's buzz and then there's disappointment. But this move feels different. This move says we're serious. Jerry Jones isn't just sitting back and watching the NFC stack up around us. Yeah, he's making moves. He's bringing in proven talent to plug keyholes, to elevate this defense to the kind of level that can actually stand toe to toe with the Eagles, the 49ers, or whoever else comes calling in January. Because when the playoffs come around, games slow down, mistakes are magnified, and matchups matter. Having a shutdown corner, or at least a reliable cover man who's been in the fire before, can be the difference between moving on or going home. And speaking of matchups, Gilmore gives the Cowboys options against some of the toughest receivers in the league. If you're facing a team with multiple weapons, let's say the Eagles with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, now you don't have to worry about being mismatched. You can assign Gilmore to handle the bigger, more physical wideouts and let Diggs take on the burners, or flip it based on the game plan. It gives Dan Quinn, or whoever is calling the defense now, the freedom to mix things up, to be unpredictable, to attack rather than react. Even better, Gilmore's deal isn't likely to break the bank. At this stage in his career, he's looking to win, not just get a payday. That means the Cowboys can still remain flexible with their cap, can still re-sign younger players, and can add depth where needed. If structured right, this could be one of those signings we look back on as a brilliant move. A high-value, low-risk veteran addition that pays massive dividends come playoff time. Now let's take a second to appreciate how far Gilmore has come. From being a top pick out of South Carolina to rising up with the Bills, dominating with the Patriots, bouncing through Carolina and Indy, and now potentially finishing his career with a star on his helmet. It's a poetic arc, and you better believe he wants to win. That hunger doesn't go away. He's not signing in Dallas just to wear the uniform. He wants to chase a ring. He wants to cement his legacy. He wants to leave a mark on one of the most storied franchises in all of sports. And the fact that Jerry Jones went on record to confirm this, it's telling. Jerry doesn't confirm just anything. When Jerry speaks, especially when he gives a "we got our guy" type of quote, it usually means the Cowboys are going all in. See, whether you love Jerry or you question his football decisions, one thing's for sure: he's aggressive when he thinks he has a shot. And by bringing back Gilmore, by uniting him with Diggs and Bland, he's showing that the Cowboys' window is now. No, not next year, not waiting for the draft, right now. It's a win now mentality, and honestly, it's about time, because this fan base is tired of waiting. We've been patient. We've watched other teams build, peak, fall, and rebuild. While Dallas seems stuck in this limbo of talent and expectations not quite meeting in the middle, but this move, this could be the spark. Now, of course, nothing's guaranteed. Injuries happen, chemistry doesn't always click. Sometimes guys get older faster than expected, but if Gilmore can stay healthy, if he can deliver even 80% of what he was at his peak, this is a massive boost. And even more than that, it sends a message to the rest of the league. The Cowboys aren't just noise, they're real contenders. They're loading up and they're ready to hit hard. So to every Cowboys fan watching, I want to hear your thoughts. Are you hyped? Are you cautious? Do you think Gilmore still has gas in the tank? Do you believe this is the move that finally gets us over the hump? Because I'm telling you, this could be the start of something big. Like, if you've been waiting for Dallas to make a serious championship-minded move, this is it. And I, for one, can't wait to see what happens next. Make sure to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll be following every angle of this story as it unfolds. Until then, let's go Cowboys, and welcome back Stephon Gilmore. Let's get to work.